Being good or a good person stems from many qualities, but that must be first defined by the person. And being good is based off of one's beliefs in what is truly good. And good can be defined in many ways, such as bringing no harm, honesty, responsibility, humbleness, integrity, fairness, and in this instance, altruism. But for the most part, many people have a general idea of what it is to be good. Being good and bringing all those qualities together is what it's really all about, though. And I believe being good by doing good is what determines you to be a good person. Although everyone's version of good is different and subjective to all situations, I think we should just go with what I said earlier as good: respectful, integrity, fairness, humble, all that. To knowingly give and not to receive is a true positive character of a person, and that's also known as altruism. So like selfless giving, especially to the extent some go, like people like my mom. She is part of the Meals on Wheels Foundation, and she goes around during her Thanksgiving giving out to all the needy people, homeless people, people in poverty, people who are too old to move from their houses. That's what she does on Thanksgiving. Like, I think that's a huge factor in a person's character and what it means to be good. And I'm not talking if you got millions of dollars in the bank, you got all these cars and big house and everything. Like, I'm talking about the people that really put the time in. People that don't just throw money at a charity and say, here you go. Like, that doesn't make you a good person, I believe. I believe the effort and devotion that is there makes you the good person that you are. Like, these people devote their vacation time and quality family time to helping other people in the Meals on Wheels Foundation. And that's altruism at its finest, I believe. And another thing is when you have lots of money or fame or just a key public figure, like when you have more money and more pull to make a difference, people expect you to make that pull and make a difference. And in some instances, this could be seen as greed if you don't take advantage of the resources they have. And this isn't always true, but ultimately, this is the point I'm trying to get across. Whether a billionaire gives $1,000 to a charity or a middle-class family gives $1,000 to a charity, the principle of good is still there. The principle of trying to be a good person is still there. But it's up to the surrounding people to determine the situation and the goodness incorporated with the act, and for them to determine if it is good or not. Sportsmanship in sports is one of the many important principles of good, I believe, because it can indicate how you act on the outside world, how you act in certain situations, and how you treat people, most of all. I think sport indicates a lot of people's moral values and how they carry themselves out the field. And that's because there's these people that are very nasty and want to hurt you and want to say nasty things when you're playing and don't want to congratulate you if they lose. And there's people that are congratulating you no matter what the score is, no matter the result. And people are always checking on you if you're injured or not. You can tell, you can be the judge easily of who is the better person. Sportsmanship can reveal indicators of how people are on the outside world. As I was saying about the people that are checking on people when they're injured or congratulating the other team after a tough loss, those people show sincerity and respect, and I feel like that carries over into the outside world, especially having played a sport. This is very common. The people that were very nasty and were trying to hurt you were always not the most likable people off the field. And yeah, that's why I feel sportsmanship is a huge aspect to the principles of good. Non-consensual sex is a problem worldwide, and it's usually partnered with alcohol, of course. And in situations regarding male and female interactions, I feel people should always be making the right decisions, especially with alcohol in their systems, and with the best morally good principles, of course. Whether the woman is drunk or not, and I'm saying women because women are usually the victims in this situation, women should be treated with the utmost respect, and I think all men and women could agree with that. And alcohol, we know, is super dangerous. Once you're in a blackout state, it's literally up to whoever's around you to take care of you. And that is actually where I believe men should be doing their part. If you did come to a party or met a girl at a party, and she gets drunk, too drunk, and then you need to help her. You can't just leave her there or just hand her off to the next person. Like, you need to be the person that cares for him, because if you were in that person's shoes, you'd want somebody there for you, and that's what matters. And I feel like this principle should go a long way and should be used in many situations. Like, if you were in a bad situation, you'd want somebody to help you out, right? And that's exactly where these girls are coming from. This needs to get solved, and I feel is a good principle for the rest of your life.